Lameka Jackson. My company name is 621 Consulting Group.
Hey, it's Kellen, and today on Diversified Game, I have my guest, Lameka Jackson from 621 Call Center, is a referral from a former guest, Nikki's Jazzy Suites right here in Palm Beach County. And Miss Jackson, you were highly, talked about. So I said, oh, I want to definitely have this person on. And I didn't know if you were local here in South Florida, but I think you were in South Carolina. So welcome to the show.
Thank you. Yes, I'm in Florence, South Carolina.
Awesome. Well, let the people know what you do, because I find a lot of entrepreneurs don't know where to find help, or sometimes they can't afford full-time help. And what I saw on your website, I really like. So let the people know how you work.
Okay, great. So I offer my clients an opportunity to work full-time in their business or part-time in their business, and we answer their phone calls and chats online. We provide them with a customer service base without paying full-time prices. So
okay. And you do more than just picking up the phone. I'm gonna let you guys know, Lameka is one of those, humble people. I can already tell from us talking and what she was telling me beforehand. So I'm gonna pull some stuff out of her, and she's gonna, spill her guts. This is Oprah right now. We going there. So you do more than just pick up the phones. Give a list of your services, please.
We do call center. We do sales. If you have if you need someone to pick up your sales calls, we actually do the appointments. We do appointment settings. We also schedule meetings, especially if you work full time. So if you work full time, you can't answer a call at 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock during the day. We answer those calls and schedule it for you at the end of the day in your own platform. You don't have to use a certain platform to use any platform, and we will adjust to it. So at the end of the day, we are your customer service staff.
Okay. Now, do you do any writing? A lot of entrepreneurs are dyslexic, and sometimes they haven't been able to master, just even sending out basic emails or press releases or anything like that. Do you guys handle any of that?
No, not this time. We do partner with other virtual assistants that do that. So if you need that help, we'll be able to give you the resources to provide you at a very good price.
Oh. Okay. Now tell me, what is the number one thing that you see entrepreneurs like making a mistake and they really needed you last year and they should have called you last year? But like, what is one of the things you're like, another one of these, we can definitely, help them. And when you answer this, I want you to give, at what level these entrepreneurs for the mistakes that you have seen folks make.
Okay. In the last year, what I've seen is during the pandemic, you have a lot of background noises, or you stop your day doing different things. This helped a lot of my current clients because they're free to do things at home and can schedule clients during their own time and during their office time.
Okay. So just in the scheduling. Now, your prices are very reasonable, and I don't want to say them over here because if folks are serious, I want them to go to your website, which links are in the description, folks. 621callcenter.com. I want them to go and, really, if they have a budget, make a serious inquiry and ask you those, 101 questions that maybe I didn't get to. But with your pricing, you really price it for the entrepreneur. Some may even say the wantrepreneur, because you have even a starter price in there that I'm like, oh, that's a great price. How did you come up with your pricing?
Well, I came up with my pricing with the entrepreneur in mind. I came up with it. Basically, I looked at other call centers, and a lot of the call centers like Ruby Receptionist, a Plush call center, it's not affordable for someone who's just getting started in business. $600 a month is a little too high for an entrepreneur who's just getting started or who's like really in the first 3 or 4 years. So I want to give them an opportunity to have someone to answer their calls at the $250 range, that they can have someone full time from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. To answer their call.
Okay, and you definitely did that. And I want to tell, the influencers who are listening to this, because I'm a consultant and we represent influencers and even sports athletes as of recent. This is something that a lot of you who haven't been able to call people back, you really could use this service. And that's why I wanted Miss Jackson, yes, she's royalty, to come on. So she, you guys could say, well, because I'm a consultant. We're not really set up to answer every call, even though we do that for our high value and favorite clients about brand deals. Do you do any negotiating? Since, you do sales, if someone calls and says, hey, we want your client, Miss Jackson, to do this, this, and this, we have X amount of dollars. Is that something that you have done before?
Yes, I have. So what I do is sit down with my customer or my client, and then we come down with the guidelines. So if you have on your site, I have a product for $1,200, but if you tell me at the end of the day, like, oh, but I could take it for $1,000. If they have $1,000, I'll take it. I would negotiate to that $1,000. If the client needs to go any lower than that, the potential client needs to go any lower, and they're giving their budget, what we'll do is put them on hold. We'll call you, get in contact with you, and see could we go down. If not, we could schedule the potential client for a later time in the day until we talk to my client to get the okay or no. Okay. So we do everything. We'll work with you.
So that's something that I would definitely, recommend for the influencers who need that service particular. And when I start really globe traveling again, that's the type of service I will be looking at. I set my business up a way where I can work anywhere in the world, but as things grow, I could definitely see how a 621callcenter.com could help out with even my business. And I hope for those of you listening, it can help with yours. Now, I want to ask you, Miss Jackson, the best is yet to come. What is a community give back with the success that you're already having? What's a community give back that you're doing for the community or that you would like to do for the community?
I would love to help nonprofits with donations and helping them have a phone system at a lower rate to get the for single parents, for food banks. And if I could get enough, I would actually donate time to 2 or 3 food banks in different areas and people who support single mothers, because that's what my goal is. I want to be a giver and be a blessing to other people.
That's a great goal to have. Now, is that because, you were raised as a single parent, or you are a single parent, or do you just see what's going on?
That's the funniest thing. No, I was raised with 2 loving parents, came from 2-parent home. I always had food, but I see other people who I was raised around. My mother is a teacher, a high school teacher. So over the years, she brought kids who wasn't as blessed as I was in our home because they wasn't able to eat and different things. So I see a need in our community that needs to be resolved. So yes, it's more passion than anything else.
Got you. And let's get a little personal, since you brought up single parents and that you do not you're not one. And do you have children at all?
No, no kids.
No kids. So
No
so that
kids.
means she can be dedicated to the business. And I say that because corporate has been so mean to parents. I'm speaking from
Yes.
myself. I remember looking for, jobs, and I would tell people I have kids, and people say, don't tell Amazon that, or don't tell them that, because they know you can't give your all. So in theory, she can give her all to your business at this point. But with that, you guys, you're going to have to not get the starter package. You're going to have to go for that professional, full time. I want to make sure people don't try to call you, poor mouth and saying, well, I know that's your price, but can you do it for $50 cheaper? Like this was the, Cameroon, Sierra Leone market or something. How much do you, because I know this has happened. Does it even bother you when people try to lowball you?
It used to, but I know my worth and my price, and I look at every situation. One of my top clients, he told me 5 years ago when I got started, he said, everyone has a sad story. It's up to you to determine who you listen to and what your gut tell you. He said, normally your gut don't lead you wrong. So he said, someone give you a sad story is something. It could be true, it couldn't be true, but at the end of the day, you have to support yourself and your staff. So you can't listen to everyone's sad story.
And I'm going to add on to that. For those who have a sad story, you might have a sadder one. Just, think of what you
Correct.
saw on TV. Yeah. That happened to you too? Let me tell you. So no, I get it. So because you are, and I'm assuming, with this brief conversation that you are, genuinely just nice, and people say maybe I can get a discount or a deal. But so I'm glad to hear that, you've gone through that phase already.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
yes, I have.
Yeah. Now, with call centers, and I'm saying this because I want to show the difference between what you do and what I've even done in the past with like folks out of Jamaica, because I like to, have my team look like what my family looks like, So have you had to deal with people saying, well, I can get it cheaper on Fiverr because, the folks in Jamaica or India, they're willing to do it at this price? Like, what do you think about that?
Honestly, you can use Fiverr. That's fine. If you want to use them in the future, the prices are still the same, and I will be here for you. Give them. I'm sorry?
No, go ahead.
Yeah, so if they want to use Fiverr, I'll tell them it's no compromise in regards to when you're telling me you're using Fiverr, you want Jamaica or Indian, because your clients do not want to speak to people from Jamaica. Your clients do not want to speak with people from India. They want to speak to US-based people.
So that's the difference, y'all. See, I wanted that to pull that answer out, because there are many people who start hanging up when they hear, someone from across the world. Jamaica's a little different. But when people want to hear South Carolina or Texas, and people can relate. So I definitely like that. Now, where do you plan on having your business grow? What are your goals for your business?
I want my business to support at least 50 families. When I'm saying families, 50 employees with families that my business could support. That's what my goal is. My goal is to have at least 100 entrepreneurs on board, with several school districts on board who need help desk assistance. So my goal is to help my community by employing people, and to grow my business to help at least 100 entrepreneurs within the next 5 years.
In the next 5 years. Okay. Yes. Okay. And, again, I told you guys, Miss Jackson was a humble spirit, but I'm also going to talk off of her LinkedIn, where she also says she offers boutique full service PR services. And we are, that's a service we offer it as well. So I want to know, PR wise, what is your forte? What do you love doing in public relations?
Well, public relations is something I put on the back end as of right now. So I'm focusing more on the call center. I work with agencies like yours for my clients if they need PR services too. So let me back to, so I guess I need to explain. So when I first started business, I wanted to start a call center answering service. Since you've been on my LinkedIn profile, I have from college until 2012, I have worked for several Fortune 500 companies in customer service. So when I got laid off my last time from my job, I decided to start a call center. But I was talked out of it because they said couldn't afford it. It was too much per call center seat. It was better for me just to go into PR and marketing since I was creative and I could write pretty well. So that's what I did. Well, 7 years ago, I decided to start back going into call center and start back researching it. And I found out it wasn't as expensive as everyone was telling me. So I started working on my call center answering service. And I have a list of agencies I work with for PR and marketing. And that's what I refer all my clients to, because that's not really my love. My love is actually customer service.
Got you. I totally get it, but everybody now in PR is looking for other things to do, and because the everybody can be a publicist now, but not everybody can afford the $10,000 plus dollar software. Is what I tell people is what you're paying for when you're paying for a top tier award-winning nationally recognized and globally known publicists, or we like to call ourselves PR-tists, because we are artists in our own right. So I love this. We are definitely connected. Hey, audience, you guys need help. A lot of you call, you get these paid consultings. I'm telling you right now, maybe you skip the paid consulting with me and you call Miss Jackson and say, you're exactly what I need before I call Kellen, because, it's all a circle. We all help each other. There's enough business for everybody. And with unity, we all win. What last words would you like to have, Miss Jackson, for the audience?
Well, just remember that customer service is very important in your business. You could lose a client just by missing one phone call.
Amen. And if you guys want to know what college she went to, and it's a HBCU, so I'm going to shout it out, as long as it's not Southern. I'm kidding with you, Southern. But she went to Benedict College. So you guys, BS, environmental health. She has not just, talking a good game. She's put the book work in, and she's been doing this. So you guys have been blessed by the game. If you do nothing else, make sure you share this with somebody. It will change their life. Be blessed, y'all.
Hi guys, I'm Kai Gabiam from the Diaspora channel, a lover of Africa. If you love Africa as well and you would love to visit one day or to relocate to Africa, there is a course out there for you. And this course is My First Trip to Africa, a course well put together by a seasoned traveler, Kellen Cash Coleman. This course is designed to prepare you to travel better, which will save you both time and money. And the great news is this course costs only $20, guys. It can't get any better. Go right now and enroll to this course at www.diversifiedgame.com. Don't miss out.